Good afternoon, everyone. Finally got there. The last of our movie Masters of the Universe toys from Wave 1. Having a look at the Chronicles He-Man. So, we're going to have a big old comparison because I have every He-Man I've collected since I started reviewing them on the channel. Plus a whole bunch of other stuff. So here's the packaging, and it's the same kind of packaging that we saw with Man-at-Arms. So the good guys have the window on that side and a little design on this side so that they can link up with the bad guy ones like that. And have a little display there, but also then, see how that works? Anyway, so that's what it looks like in the box. There's He-Man and Skeletor, and here's that thing I talked about in the last one as well, that we have Triclops written there, and He-Man. And He-Man, like Man-at-Arms that we saw before, is far more obvious. He-Man, absolutely the most obvious of all of them. Sorry, music got a bit loud. So there's the side there. Some more, well, it's the same picture of He-Man. And then some product shots there. And then the other two of Wave 1 that we've already seen. And the bottom, that's really it for the packaging. So let's pull him out and have a look. And again, there's the inside with the movie version of Castle Grayskull. Looking very cool. I really like this big bridge up to it too. I don't think that there was a bridge up to it in the cartoon. I don't remember. Yeah, I like that. And nothing in this tube. It's just to bulk out the packaging. But it does show you the accessories in the figure. Alright. Let's free him from his plastic. And this is where I'm remembering to ask you to please like and subscribe if you like. Ow! My videos. Oh, I just cut myself with plastic. We're all good. There's the power sword. There's a couple of tiny little fists. So yeah, please like and subscribe. I don't think I would finish what I was saying, because I got distracted by whipping myself with a piece of plastic. Okie dokie do. Don't know what that was about. And here we have our Chronicles movie, He-Man. And this is where we zoom in. Whoop. Woo. So, let us have a look at him. So there's his hand. And we'll just do comparisons straight away. No, we won't. We'll look at the figure on its own first. So there's head. He's got his giggity joint that I love so much. Big, chunky neck for turning. He's got butterfly joints that I don't think the others had. They might have done. And he's got that double ab crunch and waist joint. And his skirt piece, which is very much attached. So that skirt piece don't come off. And his legs can go all the way out. He can do the Jean-Claude Van Damme on 2 trucks pose. And he's got double knees, and ankles and swivels. And he's got double elbows and spin around there. And he looks like he can do the I have the power pose. That's what he looks like from the back. And there's his sword holder. Where's his sword gone? Well, let's have a look at that. There's got a bit of goop on it. So mine appears to have tiny bit of extra plastic, so might have to do something about that. But that's the sword, and this is... that's the sword. Oh, pretty nice. Painted handle. It goes into his back and nicely fits in just like the other figure swords do. And again, it's got that way of holding the sword in its holder, so you can actually pull it out from the back. In fact, you should be able to. Yeah. Because of all of his joints, he can actually pull it out the back of his... pull it from his back, from the holder, in a pose. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, because I don't. So, and of course he has these little replaceable fists, and I care not for the fists. Ooh, he's got some more paint on his gauntlets there. That's really nice. Suppose they should be, yeah, out like that. Oh, are they just that's just an armor piece by the look of it. And he can take off his top armor though, if you really want. So first thing we'll do now is we'll compare the three He-Men. Hang on. Let me get their swords in their thingies. So first, core class, next to Chronicles. And I'm going to go ahead and say, I do like this Chronicles one a lot. But if you just want to collect fairly cheaply a bunch of the characters from the movie, go for the kids' core stuff. So the Battle Cat, this He-Man, the Teela, who's hiding back there, and Beastman, all very, very good, particularly price-wise as well. So they've all got, these have both got kind of the same design notes, as you can see. Just with more or less articulation and paint. I like that that's kind of a translucent bit there too now. And then we can have him next to the Origins one. And again, sword fell out. Hang on. And again, we can see all the same design notes. Just the very different design aesthetic. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So you've got Origins here and Chronicles. And then Kids Core. So that's the three mainline He-Mans. What we can then do, let's have a look. Compare him to Origins Sparkle. They actually fit pretty well together, to be honest. And then Kids Core Teela. That makes her look tiny. And him like a giant. A literal giant. And then we have Kids Core Beastman. And yeah, that just makes Beastman look way too small. Then we have my favourite Skeletor, because I don't have any movie Skeletors yet. This is Masterverse Skeletech. And I think that would fit in with the Masterverse stuff fairly well. So we'll quickly bring over Triclops and Man-at-Arms, his wave mates. And I guess Skeletech being a little taller makes sense, but we're going to see him with... Actually, let's just pull this one over now. Regular Masterverse He-Man. And you can see that's very much going to be a difference. So some of the figures will work with the Masterverse stuff. Some of them won't. See, that's not too bad, the difference there. But then it looks really bad, the difference there. Anyway, so those two. And everyone fall over. So back to Masterverse He-Man from Revelations. And then Origins He-Man in Optimus Prime armor. And then 80th anniversary He-Man. And you can see there, homaging the very original cross rather than the H or the star that a lot of them have these days, so the H. And then Revelations Berserk He-Man. I like that. I really like this figure. He looks like Kazar from Marvel as well. And then 2000X cartoon Origins He-Man. And then finally, well, not finally, we have the Cartoon Collection Origins Samurai Armor 2000X He-Man. And then finally, because someone commented, and that made me feel nice and fuzzy inside, people talking to me, we're going to stick Chronicles He-Man on the Kids Core Battle Cat. And you know what? That works. That works fine. Apart from the skirt pieces, which always look weird. I think that looks great. Yeah, you can definitely just cheap out on the Battle Cat if you want. You won't get as much articulation as the Chronicles one, which I said last time, but all of the He-Mans from the movie line look good on this core Battle Cat, because he's just so big. See, even that. Where are the other two? Where? And there. Yeah. So they all look really good with that Battle Cat. And I guess that's it for this review. I recommend it. It's a good figure. But the Kids Core line is definitely going to be the... Where'd Beastman go? Going to be the choice. In terms of my choice for which line is the best. And then the Origin stuff's pretty nice. I really do like that. But that obviously has a very particular aesthetic. And then the Chronicles stuff isn't too bad, as you can see, and it's more accurate to the movie. But as far as the Chronicles stuff, the Triclops is the best figure I would say out of this first lot. Okie dokie. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope everyone is having a good week. Tomorrow's shopping day. Definitely going to get the Skeletor mask. See what else I can find. Alright. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.